Okay, hello. How are you guys doing? This is gonna be a little bit of a different video for today. I know that usually I do vlog style stuff. I got a request to do a walkthrough of my tattoos and tell you guys the stories behind all of them, and so that's what we're gonna do today. I think I'm gonna go from oldest to newest and then give you guys some ideas of what I want next. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So I first got this "Be Strong" on the inside of my arm. So just the words. I got that with my mom when I was about 15, like just turning 16. We were both going through kind of a rough time. This was before my parents got separated, but it was kind of in this weird limbo where like I could feel something was up, and so could everybody else, but there was no set decision made. So it was this weird time in our life. And so my mom and I decided that we were going to go get matching tattoos. So we got the same font, but she got Always Believe, and then I got Be Strong because as well as my parents going through all of that stuff, I was also going through a pretty tough time in school as well. And then after we got that done, I got hooked, and I was like, okay, for my next one, I need to get something that's huge. Well, not like huge, but you know, like little words, they're pretty small. So I was like, yeah, I have to get something that's a little bit bigger. So I got my forearm done, and this I wanted to tie into the Be Strong, and it was kind of like a trend to get like a forest done, like shortly after I got this done. And like, not to gas myself up or anything, but I kind of feel like a trendsetter because it wasn't a trend when I got mine done. And then all of a sudden I was looking around and everybody was getting like forest tattoos, and I was like, so before you comment something stupid about me being on like a tattoo trend or whatever, that's not the case. This is what it looks like. So I have this deer, which was actually a last minute decision. We decided to add the deer because originally I had just sent her the bear. So we put the bear stencil on, and then we wrapped around the forest, and she was like, well, you should add something else for the other side. And I decided to add a deer with the antlers actually becoming tree branches. And then it has a little moon. And then if you flip it this way, it's mountains on this edge. So either way, it looks kind of like a complete tattoo. The reason that my mom and I got our words facing us was because they were meant as a reminder to us specifically. And so I thought it would just make sense for the rest of this piece to be faced towards me. And all of it means something. So the bear is right underneath the strength because it ties into the bear being literally like the face of what strength is in a lot of spiritual senses. So the bear is to remind me to always be strong. The elk is to remind me that although I need to be strong, I also need to be sensitive. The forest is for protection, and then the mountains are to remind me that I am always free. I am free. I'm a free person, and that's who I am. So yeah, that's that one. My collarbone. So I got this done probably like a couple years after my first two, and it says Daniel. This is my brother's, it's my brother's name. So to make a long story shorter, my brother attempted to take his own life, and he swears that I was one of the main reasons that he actually pulled through that part of his life. And so he got a tattoo with my favorite flower, which is a rose, to commemorate the fact that I helped him through so much. And he got my name in with the rose, and so kind of to match that, I got his name with a rose, put it over my heart. And it also has like a bow and an arrow in it, and that's to represent my brother and I's connection because I am a Sagittarius. So yeah, that's to represent our connection together. So I added the Sagittarius symbolism there. Okay. My next two that I got was this one. I got this one at another Sagittarius symbolism. Pretty much The crescent moon is known for new beginnings, and the arrow obviously represents Sagittarius. And so this is to honor new beginnings. And so I got that, and then I got breathe on my wrist the same time that I got this. And I struggle with anxiety disorder, and at this time I didn't know, but I also am bipolar. I was diagnosed with bipolar not too long ago. And so this is just a reminder for myself again to just every time I'm feeling a little bit anxious or out of breath or whatever it may be, to just look at my wrist and it's right there. Breathe. I got this flower, which is my dad's birth flower. It's a violet, so I got that. That's my dad's birth flower, and so this tattoo is for my dad. He's still alive, he's still well, but I definitely wanted to get something that represented him, and so I chose that. And then on this thumb, which is naked right now, I'm going to have my mom's birth flower in the same exact style. So it's gonna be a rose and then my dad's violet. And then they're both gonna be side by side but separated because they did create me and they raised me so well, and it's kind of a reminder that it's okay that they're not together anymore. Oh gosh, how am I gonna show you guys this? I got my foot done. I got it done with my mom, so it's a mandala, and it says she gave me life, and then she has the other half of the mandala on her foot, and hers says she gave me purpose. And it actually looks perfect side by side. Like the way that the artist did the mandala, it was really well done. And then my last one that I have right now is this raven. So this is Aiden. I named him after Beyond Two Souls. That game is amazing. If you haven't played it, I definitely recommend. But I named this raven after Aiden because Aiden is pretty much the main character's protector in Beyond Two Souls, and that's kind of what I feel like this represents. So I just love the spiritual meaning of the raven, and the raven is wrapped around a clock that has my birth time on it. That's my last one that I have now, but I do have plans to get some really soon. So in the next month or so, I'm gonna get my rose done. After that, I'm going to get on my neck just a little word right down here, and it's gonna say eternal. And then I'm hopefully on the other side eventually gonna put evermore, so it will be like eternal and evermore on either side, meaning the same thing but in different ways. And I've always just loved those words. I don't know why, they hit my soul differently, if that makes sense. I don't know, you know how some words just hit and you're like, hell yeah. So eternal and evermore on either side of my neck. And then I definitely need to get my sternum done. I need to get my other foot done. I need to get my thighs, my ribs. I need to finish this sleeve. Like, there's just so many plans that I have, and I will be sure to keep you guys updated on all of those. So if you enjoyed my tattoo story, please definitely be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know if you guys have any tattoos, and if they have a story that you want to share, please share it. I would love to hear it. And thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you very much, and I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.